Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is Saturday, October 18th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I was sitting here in my car waiting on my pre-workout to kick in, to get from an energy level or whatever, so I can go ahead and hit this workout, right? And I was just sitting here thinking, reflecting back over life, my life in particular. And I was just analyzing some things. I'm a very analytical person. I've been accused of thinking too much. Sometimes you'll see me sitting up somewhere and people say, and I had people pass by me and say, hey, snap out of it. You was in deep thought, wasn't you? You were thinking about something real hard. I do that a lot. Well, you will catch me, I might be sitting somewhere, just look like I'm in a daze, but I'm just in deep thought, reflecting and analyzing over my life and things that have happened and different events, different circumstances. And I was thinking about some of the pain that I've dealt with. Because a lot of times that what sticks out to us the most, the pain. And sometimes the pain will have you feeling like you haven't had many good times. Because the bad times will make you feel like, damn, where are all the good times? Because we don't want to experience any bad times, any pain. I know I don't. And I look back throughout my life, a lot of the pain that I've dealt with in life, I brought it on myself, some of it. And that's cool. I can accept that. I can deal with that. The pain that I brought myself. The thing that I've done that I could have done differently. The bad choices I made. I know, hey, that's on me. Correct those choices. Correct those decisions. And you won't have to deal with that pain no more. But here's the problem when it comes to pain and suffering. A lot of the stuff we deal with, a lot of the pain and a lot of suffering, especially nowadays, and through our life, if you look back on it, a lot of it you had no control over. And that's the part that kills me. The fear, the worry, the stress, the anxiety. It comes from when you know that there's pain out there that can be waiting on you that you ain't got no control over. There are some circumstances, some things that can happen to you that ain't got nothing to do with you making a bad choice. Ain't got nothing to do with you doing nothing wrong. You can be doing what you're supposed to do, doing the right thing, and still end up in some pain, in spite of doing the right thing. That's the pain that a lot of us are dealing with at this moment. That's the pain that has destroyed us throughout life the most and got us afraid. That's the pain that's got men and women scared to love each other again. That's the pain that got people worried about their future and how they're going to pay their bills. From times where you lost your job. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing you did wrong. Showed up for work every day, on time, worked hard, and the company just went out of business. It had nothing to do with you. You showed up for work every day, on time, and you still didn't get your check called mismanagement of funds for the management. They ain't told nobody, somebody was stealing. And now you don't know how you're going to pay your bill because somebody was stealing from your company. You ain't got nothing to do with that. Your rent ain't got nothing to do with that. Now you scrambling and scuffing because you're depending on that check Friday and that check didn't come. The pain and the stuff you can't control. That's what we're fearing right now in this world we live in. The unknown. The pain that can be coming at you that you ain't got nothing to do with. I'm okay with the pain. that I caused. Even though it's still pain, I know I caused it. And I know what I need to do differently to not bring that pain no more. But I can't do nothing about the pain you brought me. They brought me. The government brought me. That woman brought me. My mother brought me. I ain't in control of that pain. My mama hurt me. I didn't do that though. I can't do nothing about it, but try to accept it and get over it. That's what I'm tasked with. Just accepting it. It is what it is and getting over it. But I didn't do it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, life is full of pain. Nobody wants to experience pain. That's why you try to improve on your life, do better, make better decisions, so you won't bring pain upon yourself. But oh my Lord, oh my God, what about the pain that come from other places that ain't got shit to do with me? That's the pain that got a lot of people not want to live no more. That's the pain that got a lot of people saying, I don't want to be here no more. It's too much pain that can happen to me, too much suffering that can happen to me that I ain't got nothing to do with. I ain't asked for. I didn't cause. I didn't do it. And still I'm hurting behind it. You're in a marriage, relationship. You love your wife. You love your husband. You're doing the best you can. And they decide they don't want to be with you no more. You ain't tall enough. You don't make enough money. Your wood ain't big enough. Your coochie ain't good enough. He found him some little hot young woman on his job. He want her. He don't want you no more. And she make him feel young again. You ain't did a goddamn thing. He or she decides to leave you. They don't want to be. They ain't gonna do right no more. They don't want to be here no more. Happened to me numerous times. I didn't want it to be over. I ain't had no choice. And I had to hurt anyway. Had to lose them anyway. You ever experienced that pain? You finna hang out and hang in there with your wife, with your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend. They bring you some bullshit out of nowhere. And it's over. Now you hurting. You didn't do it. Your wife just wasn't happy no more. Your husband said he's gay. And you just got to deal with it. What do you do when you didn't do it? But you're hurting anyway. That's what we face with a lot of us nowadays today. You work for the federal government. You ain't getting paid. And you got to go to work anyway. Are they going to do some type of way to make your life even more miserable than it is going to work and ain't getting paid? They can make it even more miserable than that if you don't show up. You call in and say, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't working for free. And then fix it where you can't get a job nowhere else. Blackball you. Make it look like you a traitor. When you ain't did nothing wrong, but you want to go to work and get paid for your work. Thought you had a good job, didn't you? Benefits, secure. Nothing better than working for the federal government. You find yourself now, ain't nothing you did wrong. You worked hard to get up in the position of where I'm working for. You went tell your family and everybody, hey, Mom, I got a job with the federal government. I work for the United States government. I'm good. I'm set for life. Great benefits, great this, great that. Now you find yourself calling somebody else, trying to figure out how you gonna make it. You didn't do that. But you're still hurting, still in pain, still suffering. Your rent. My last apartment. When I moved in, 2017, when my wife decided she wasn't happy, she wanted a divorce, she wasn't having no more, I had to just bounce, leave my son, leave everything. I didn't want that. I had no choice. Shit hurt like a motherfucker. I had to leave. Went and found me a little one-bedroom apartment. I felt beneath me for the man that I am. Had to do it anyway. That hurt. That hurt big time. And when I moved into that apartment, 1-bedroom apartment, out in the boondocks, just left a nice neighborhood, subdivision, look, big ward, doing good for itself. Husband, father, hard-working member of society. Put out, gotta go. She ain't happy no more. You're a good man, good husband, but this ain't the life for me. I gotta go. Moving to this apartment, it was exactly $700 a month, 2017 when I moved in. When I moved out, in 2020 when I just moved, a few months ago, however long that was when I'm on, I ain't even keeping it up, I don't even care. I don't even care how long it's been. But when I moved out recently, I moved in 2017, $700 a month rent. Moved out recently, a few months ago, $1,400 a month rent. How long that was? 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 7 years. Doubled in rent. 7 years. How much has my pay increased in 7 years? None. What did I do wrong? I didn't want out of my marriage. I didn't want to have to leave to go find a 1-bedroom apartment. I didn't want the rent to go up in the 1-bedroom apartment. What did I do wrong? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I thought I was. Find myself with many sleepless nights for some shit I didn't do wrong. I didn't take in no drugs. I ain't getting high. I ain't getting drunk. I ain't staying out all night long. I ain't beating on nobody. I ain't gambling the money up. I ain't got women telling you, hey, that's my man. I ain't doing nothing. It's the pain that you ain't got nothing to do with. That's the worst pain. You talk about pain. There's two types. Self-inflicted pain, you can do something about that. Oh, don't worry about that pain. If you're going through some pain right now, I got some good news for you. If you are in some pain right now and you are suffering, I got some good news for some of y'all. Not all y'all, but I got some good news for some of y'all. If the pain you dealing with right now is pain that you brought upon yourself, I got good news. All you got to do is stop doing whatever it is you're doing that's bringing you the pain, and the pain will go away. That's good news. Y'all asked me to bring some good news, didn't you? There goes some good news. If you're in pain, if you're in suffering, if you're hurting right now because of something you doing wrong, stop doing it. Good news. Guess what'll happen when you stop doing it? You'll stop hurting. That pain will go away. But that is the problem. That's the easy part. What do you do when the pain you in right now, you didn't do it? You ain't guilty. It's forces outside of your control. Stuff you ain't got no control over. That's the thing that worries us and scares the shit out of us. It's what I can't control. And that's where that prayer comes in at. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot control, or I cannot change, or I had nothing to do with, but I'm hurting anyway. God, let me accept this shit. I didn't like it. I didn't do it. I didn't want it to happen. But I'm sitting here hurt. I'm sitting here can't sleep. Sitting here worried. Sitting here stressed. Losing weight. Not eating. And I still did everything I was supposed to do. And find myself here anyway. Find myself unemployed. Find myself can't afford my bills. Find myself missing a woman. Find myself missing a man. Find myself missing a friend. Find myself missing a parent. And I had nothing to do with that happening. It's what you can't control. That's the scary shit. And that's what's scary about life. You know, a lot of y'all, we scared life. People say, I'm tired of life. I'm tired of being here. It ain't called life hard. It ain't because you're going through pain. It's because you're going through pain you can't control. Let me repeat that. I get y'all messages all the time. You're tired of being here. You're tired. You don't want to be here no more. This shit getting on your nerves. I hate life. I'm sick of life. Life getting on my goddamn nerves. You know why? Because you can't control it. You're going through shit you can't control. You have no control over it. And you just don't want to accept that. You just don't want to deal with the fact that, hey, man, I ain't got no control over that broad's mind. What she thinking? She ain't happy today. I'm at work thinking I'm gonna come home and kick back and chill with my girl, and we finna eat and fry some fish and some fries and watch TV or whatever, and she thinking I'm doing some shit I ain't doing. I'm like, what the fuck? No, y'all ain't talking. Y'all done broke up. It's over with. You planning your next honeymoon. You know how y'all do them other honeymoons where you renew your vows and all that shit with your wife. You happy, you excited, you gonna surprise her, not knowing she got a surprise for you. You gonna surprise your honey bun with some good news. You're gonna upgrade her wedding ring. Planning a vacation, a trip, just the two of y'all. Gonna get the grandparents to keep the kids. Y'all just gonna go off into the sunset. Oh, but it didn't work out like that. While you making plans, she was making plans too to leave your ass. Cause she ain't happy no more. You ain't got no control over that. You ain't got no control over that. You love that girl. You love that man. You ain't got no control. When they decide they don't want you no more, and you head over heels in love with them, and they gone. Now you sitting there thinking about how you can get them back, what you need to do. I've been there, done that. Not long ago. It's still going on in my life. I'm still not in control of most of what's going on. That's most of us. We ain't in control of nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Give up on the control. Ain't no control. You ain't controlling nothing. That's what's killing you. That's what's hurting you. That's what got you hating life. You want to control every damn thing, and we ain't in control of shit. Let it go. What's hurting you the most, what's got you in so much pain, is the fact you ain't in control. What's got you scared, what's got you not want to go on, because you're worried about what's up ahead that's going to happen to you that you can't control. Anxiety, that's where that come from. Something going to happen. I'm in fear and scared to go forward. Don't want to go outside because of what can happen that can hurt me that I ain't got no control over. I ain't worried about the stuff I can control. But the thing about it, the stuff you can control, that ain't much. That's a very small percentage of what happens in life, the things you can't control. The majority of what happens in life, you have no control over. That's the scary part. I ain't got no goddamn control over none of this shit. I ain't got no control over that woman, no control over that man. I've loved the many women. When I say many, a handful. I ain't talking about the women I've dealt with, but the women I've actually in here. Loved them. Would do anything for them. They still left. Still left. Can you relate? What do you do about it? Let go. Embrace your pain. If it's something you can fix, fix it. Put on your big boy drawers, your big girl drawers. If it's something you did wrong, fix it. If it's something you can control, fix it. You'll be at peace. And you'll also be at peace if it's something you didn't do wrong, something you couldn't control, and it brought you pain and hurt you anyway. You'll be at peace accepting the fact, I didn't do this. If you didn't do it, you have no control over it, ain't nothing you can do about it. So why sit around and worry about it? It's gonna hurt. She left you. He left you. And you was doing the best you can do. I know every time I did the best. I ain't trying to lose nobody I love. Do the best I can. That's why I'm afraid to love nowadays. I ain't trying to be all caught up with no woman and no friends. Not just no relationship, friend, whatever. I ain't trying to get caught up with all that shit no more because, man, I love hard, and I'm loyal to you. I'm down to the earth, to the end. Like Chucky, I'm your friend to the end. But not like him, though. He'll kill your ass. But I'm your friend to the end. I have never had that. I done had women cheat on me. I ain't leave. That same woman left me. I wasn't working out if she left. I'm just getting to a point now in my life that where I say, you know what? You can't beat them, join them. So I don't try to fix shit no more with nobody. Friend, family, or folk. Old lady, wife, whoever. I ain't trying to fix nothing no more. You do me wrong. You ain't doing right by me and whatever. I hurt. I don't want to let you go. I love you. Friend, family, whoever it is. I love you. But I ain't let nobody do me wrong no more. And I'm going to come back, apologize. You did me wrong. That's how much I used to love folks. How crazy I was. Because they want to hurt. I would have folks do me wrong, and I go try to fix it. Can you relate? She cheated on me. I tried to fix it. My homeboy talking about me behind my back, trying to sleep with my girl, want to see me dead, and I go try to fix it. Can anybody relate to that? Don't do that. Don't be like Big Ward. Don't do that. If they do you wrong, they don't want to fix it, let that shit go. It's gonna hurt, but you're gonna feel better about yourself in the long run. That you ain't taking bullshit off nobody. If you can't control some shit, let it go. Stop trying to control every goddamn thing. Some things you just can't control. And whatever it is you can't control, don't try to control it. Don't hurt yourself. Don't exert no energy, no thought, no nothing behind something you can't control, you can't do nothing about. Let that shit go. Them people don't want you. That woman did you wrong. That man did you wrong, and they ain't trying to fix it. Let their ass go. If I do you wrong, if you do somebody wrong, you fix it. I'm gonna fix it. But I ain't finna try to fix shit you did. You don't want to fix it. If they don't want to fix it, let them go. That job, hey, let it go. Fuck that job. You hurting you. I know it's got you hurting, man. You gonna be all right. You gonna be all right. Mark my words. Here I am. You know how many jobs I lost for some shit I didn't do? You know how many women that left me that I was good to? That I love with all my heart that left anyway? Here I am. I ain't no better than you. That job you lost. Now, I've been homeless, ladies and gentlemen. You about to get put out or whatever. You about to lose everything. I was homeless. That's losing everything, ain't it? I went from sugar to shit. Back to sugar. Ain't God good? Don't worry about it. If you can control it, fix it. If you can't, fuck it. Get it, got it good. Bye.